Hey everybody, it's Clint Powell. I'm back again with Eric Buchanan and Associates. It's where I ask some common questions and we get some answers from one of the team members over there at Eric Buchanan and Associates. I have used Eric and his team myself, and I thought I had questions. You may have questions. I don't speak insurance. You probably don't speak insurance, but I know the people on Eric's team, they do speak insurance. Now, with that being said, let me bring up our guest today. Let me see if I've got everything right this time, because this will be our third time trying this. What's up, Noah Brazil?
Hey, I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Finally, Clint couldn't push the right buttons for a second, so it looks good now, though. All right, here's the question for the day, and it's actually a two-part question, and because they're related, and then I'll try to paint a picture from how I understand it after you go through and explain it. One, can insurance companies reduce my benefits? And two, if they can, based on what? And that second part of that is, what do they consider deductible sources of income? Because I know that's where the first question is going to lead us. So can they do that?
Sure. And that is a great question, right? Because obviously that's going to depend, or that's going to affect how much how much your benefits are going to be. And so understanding that ahead of time is going to be very helpful to you or to anybody and being able to prepare for their disability claim. So as is usually the case with disability insurance, the first place you're going to want to look is your policy. And that's
I smiled real quick. I smiled because I know the answer, how the answer has to start, because every policy is different. But go ahead. Yeah.
Yes, and that's a great point. And every policy is different. And so can they offset, can they reduce the benefits, and they being the insurance company, can they reduce the benefits that they have to pay you by amounts you receive from other sources? The simple answer is it depends on your policy. More often than not, though, yes, the insurance company is allowed under the policy to reduce your benefits by other sources.
Okay. Now, I'm going to give you the floor on what they consider other sources, but I know because we keep these videos short, other sources may, and the key word here is may. It may have to do with being, you may have VA benefits, there could be pension, and it's very rare. Every policy is so different, but one of the main ones is Social Security. Am I correct?
Exactly. That is something that happens because, if you are unable to work, it's very common for people to file a claim for Social Security disability, at the same time that they're filing a claim for long-term disability insurance. So, yes. So going back to the first point, though, you got to check your policy. That's going to tell you whether they could offset for VA benefits, what other kind of benefits might, or sources of income might come into play, right? But yes, Social Security is very common. And something I'd want to point out is, not only could the insurance company a lot of times reduce your benefits by the amount you individually receive from Social Security, but there are times when your spouse or your dependents would also be entitled to benefits because of your award of Social Security. And unfortunately, there are a lot of policies out there that would also allow the insurance company to reduce your benefits by those amounts.
Wow. See, I didn't know that. And I know a little bit just from talking with you and Eric so much and some of the other team members. One of the things that I said before we came on, and I'll give you the final word, is the reason checking your policy is so important is because everyone's policy is different. Everyone's circumstances is different. What your definition of disabled is different. Your job is different. And we get advice from friends who may have been through something we think is similar, right? And let me get my fingers in the air quotes. And they'll just say, well, nope, that's not how it works. They're gonna do this. And you go, well, shoot. And in reality, your policy may be so very different that you have a different outcome completely. That's why bringing it to somebody like you on Eric Buchanan's team is important.
I absolutely agree. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, if you could, then I would be the smart guy doing the attorney stuff, and you'd be the guy over pushing the buttons. All right, so let's wrap it up, and then you tell everybody how to find you. One, can insurance reduce your benefits? Yes, but it's dependent on what you find in your policy.
Yes.
Anything you want to add to that before I let you give out the phone number and the website?
Yeah, the only thing I would say, and as you pointed out, sometimes these policies can be difficult to understand, which is why, if you're looking at your policy, you're not sure whether or not, they could offset based on what you're seeing. you should reach out to an attorney who's experienced with these matters to help you figure it out.
Do you have a good
And
phone number for a good attorney?
so I actually do, as a matter of fact. If you want to give our office a call, we can be reached at 423-634-2506.
All right. And is it buchanandisability.com?
It is. So yeah. So if
Okay.
you want to check us out online, we have a fantastic website at buchanandisability.com.
There we go.
And you can also reach us through the website as well if that works better for you.
Man, I appreciate it very much, and thanks for your patience as I got this thing started today. I appreciate you sticking with it.
No, I love doing these. I love talking with you, and I hope it's helpful.
Absolutely. Thank you, Noah. We appreciate it. Bye, everybody.